Hi guys, it's Alice, and today I'm going to show you some books I want to try and read this summer. I don't know about you, but I feel like this summer has just come out of nowhere. Like this spring was so weird and most of us had our thoughts preoccupied elsewhere, and it just sort of passed by without me even really noticing it, and now it's summer and here we are. Anyways, I have, as usual, picked out 5 books to show you today, and the first one is Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. This is a fiction novel about these sisters who are witches, and because they are witches, they're sort of treated as outsiders in the town where they live, and I think the story is about them trying to get out of this town. Now, I know a lot of people love this book and I'm really excited to read it, and I initially thought it was going to be the perfect read for fall, but I actually had some comments saying that this is better for summer, so I want to try and read it soon. I don't know if it's set in summer or anything, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this because I think it's gonna be perfect for me, and I know a lot of people love it. Secondly, we have got A Ladder to the Sky by John Boyne. This is a literary fiction novel about a writer who I think steals other people's stories and sort of climbs the social ladder that way. And I really want to read something by this author because I've heard really good things about him. Now, a funny thing about this is that whenever I show this book, I always get like 1 or 2 comments that are saying, oh, you should read The Heart's Invisible Furies first. And I have this one, so I think I'm gonna read this one first. I know a lot of people love the other book as well, and I really want to read it, but yeah, I'm gonna read this one first, I think. Then I have a book that I am contemplating if I should reread, and it is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is one of my all-time favorite books, and I read this I think 5 years ago, and even though I say like, oh, this book is amazing, it's one of my favorites, I don't actually remember a whole lot that goes on in here. I just remember the feeling of reading it and just being so into it. It is one of those books that's a little bit difficult to explain what it's about, but it's basically about this group of eccentric college students and what they get up to and their weird and eccentric teacher. That sounds very vague and not very interesting, but I just remember loving this. Don't remember a whole lot of the plot though, so I thought it might be interesting to read again. There is always something a little bit scary about rereading your favorites when you haven't read them in a really long time. At least for me, because I always worry that I'm not gonna love it as much the second time around. But I'm not too worried about this because I really do think that it's amazing. Second to last, we have got The Priory by Dorothy Whipple. I've said this a lot on my channel, but Dorothy Whipple is one of my favorite authors and I always enjoy her books. And I've read 4 of them now, and I think she has like 7 or 8 in total. And I'm trying, because I've already read 4, to like space the other ones out so that I have something to look forward to, which is maybe a weird thing. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I really do that with this particular author. I feel like her books are perfect for summer though, so I really want to read this one. It's about, I think we meet 2 sisters, their father and their aunt, who all live in this big house that has seen better days. And the story is about what happens to them when the father marries a much younger woman, which is kind of interesting because that summary sounds a little bit like Someone at a Distance by Dorothy Whipple. So I think this is gonna be very interesting. Lastly, we have got Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. This is a fiction novel, and we follow a Chinese-American family living in Ohio in the 70s. And I think the story is about what happens when the daughter of the family is found dead. Now, I've said this a million times, but I loved Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. Like, it's one of my favorite books that I've read this year. And I bought this because I loved that book so much. And a lot of you guys said that this is even better, which if it's better than Little Fires Everywhere, it's gonna be pretty darn amazing. Okay guys, those are all the books that I had to show you today. And I'd love to know what books are on your summer TBR. I feel like a lot of people's TBRs are going to be quite big for the summer because for most of us it's not going to be possible or safe to travel anywhere, so I don't have any other plans than reading this summer, to be honest. So let me know what you are planning on reading, and I will see you soon. Bye!